Alright, in this particular problem we're going to convert from the general form of the equation of a conics to standard form. To do that, we're going to get our x values together and then our y values. So I'm going to start out by putting x squared plus 4x plus 9y squared plus 162y plus 652, and that's all equal to 0. So all I did was rearrange the equation here. I'm going to go ahead and move the negative, I'm going to go ahead and move 652 over by subtracting it, and it'll become negative 652. Okay, so we end up with x squared plus 4x plus 9y squared plus 162y is all equal to negative 652. Okay, now we've grouped it, and if you notice I've kind of left a space here, because I'm going to put parentheses around this and this, so that we're going to add something here, and then we're going to do the same thing over here in a second. Now this one we could go ahead and complete the square. Now this one, before we complete the square, I'm going to bring out the 9, so that we end up with x squared plus 4x plus something we don't know yet. Factor out the 9, so it's plus 9, and then we get y squared plus 18y plus something we don't know yet is equal to 652. Alright, now we're going to complete the square. To complete the square, we're going to half the middle term. So we're going to take half the middle term, so we're going to multiply it by half. We end up with 2. Then we square that, so I'm going to square that, and that we end up with 4. And I'll go there. Now, we add 4 here, so whatever we do to one side, we got to do the other side. So we're going to add 4 here. Alright, we're going to do the same thing with the y value. We're going to find out half the middle term, which will be 9, and then we'll square it to end up with 81. Now, we're adding 81 inside the parentheses, but to add it to the other side, we're going to have to take this 9 and multiply it by it. So what I'll do is go plus 9 times 81. Now again, the 9's coming from here, and I'm multiplying that 81 to add to this. That way, because whatever we add to one side, we got to add to the other. Okay. Now for that, what we'll end up with, we're going to go ahead and combine all this. So we end up with negative 652 plus 4 plus 9. 9 times 81. Will give us 729. But when we combine all this, we end up with 81. Now, let's go ahead and write this out, and then we're not that far from being done. Again, that's all equal to 81. Alright, so this right here we can write, it's a perfect square, so we'll have x plus 2 squared, because 2 squared is 4, and then when we add them, we get 4 as well, plus 9 times y. Now 81, the square root of this, 81 is 9, so it'll be plus 9 squared is equal to 81. Now the only other thing we have to do is to write in standard form is we want this to be 1, so we'll divide by 81. Okay, and so then our final version of the equation will be x squared plus 2, x plus 2 squared over 81 plus the 9 goes into 81 9 times, so we'll end up with y plus 9 squared over 9 is equal to 1. So now we have the standard form of this conics.